Shout out to my Kitchen Gadgets crew one time. What's up YouTube? This is Cooking with Doug. Today I'm going to do a different type of video. I'm going to do a Q&A video today. That's questions and answers. Now this right here is my rotisserie machine that I got on Evine. I was supposed to do a video on this today. I may do it later, but I gotta do this Q&A. Well, anyway guys, got my list of questions here. It's 15 questions that I am going to answer that I think are frequently asked between my YouTube subscribers and my Facebook groups about me. So let's begin. Well, actually, I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this, actually, because a funny thing happened yesterday on my Facebook group. A lady by the name of Bev, she's a member of my, I guess, air fryer group, and she just randomly posted my channel, my YouTube channel, on the Facebook group. She said, hey, look at this guy. His name is Doug. You know, he does some great videos on YouTube. You should check him out. On my page, on my air fryer page. So we thought that was funny, but that made me aware that a lot of people that are in my group, it's a big group. It's, you know, 16,000 people. You know, I used to be in it a lot more when it was smaller, like when it was like, you know, 500 to like 5,000. After that, you know, I'm in there here and there. So a lot of people in there don't know who I am or what I look like, at least. So that triggered me. I was like, maybe I should do a video to clear some things up of who I am. So with that being said, let's get to the first question. What is it? What air fryer should I get? I get that a lot on YouTube. And the air fryer I believe you should get is any air fryer that is a 5.3 quart and 1700 watts. Of course, I'm going to say Cook Essentials. That's what I use. I also recommend Power XL, the bigger one, the 5.3 quart one. Todd English, Paula Deen. Right now, Paula Deen's got a 5.3 quart for 99 bucks on Evine.com. with FlexPays. Of course, you know, Cook Essentials on QVC, but see, Cook Essentials is always sold out, so that's why I always default to Power XL. And the dope thing about Power XL, guys, you can pick that up at the local Sam's or Costco's or Bed Bath & Beyond. So you can physically look at it. If something's wrong, you can physically take it back. No shipping involved and all that crap. And we already know the Power XL is a good air fryer. We already know that, so right? So that would be my answer to that one. All right, let's get to the next question. Why do I use an air fryer rack? I get that a lot, which is this thing right here. I put it in my basket. The reason why I use a rack, at least with my meats, is because you see those bubbles, those holes, those air bubbles right there in the basket. If you're doing like chicken or, you know, like a chicken breast or a steak or whatever, those imprints, those holes, imprints can go on your meat. It's no big deal, but it just don't look sexy. So I just throw the rack in there and that eliminates that problem. And also it serves as, you know, maybe you didn't spray it with oil, the meats or whatever. It'll prevent it from, you know, sticking really bad. If it sticks, it'll stick to this. I spray Pam on my either on my rack or my air fryer basket. They say you can't do it, but I mean, who's to say? Because I mean, I've had an air fryer for over a year. I've been spraying Pam on it and I have no problems. So that's why I use it. So to prevent the little bubble things forming on your meat. No big deal. You don't have to, but you can go on Amazon, and this is This is like an 8-inch rack for 5.3 quart. So there you go on that one. Shout out to my Kitchen Gadgets crew as always, but I get this question a lot. Where did I get this from? Yeah, like I said, guys, I got that from Evine. It was, how much was it? It was $70 something on, I think it was 6 flex pays on it. But I had to have it. I mean, that's a bit expensive for that. You plug it in, it can work on batteries. It comes with 2 types of like mounts. You can mount it to your wall, or you can mount it under the cabinet. It's too heavy to tape to the wall, so if you can't do any of those. Oh, and actually Evine sells a portable paper towel dispenser where you can just plug it in and just sit it on the table. So you have those options. So, but a lot of people ask me that. That's where I got it. I had to have it. It's just one of those things. I'm a gadget guy, guys. What do you expect? What do you want? All right, next up. How can I join your Kitchen Gadgets group? I get that one a lot. I don't really want you to if you don't buy gadgets. Like, if you notice, I don't put the link in the description for that group. That's kind of my favorite group. Of course, my Cook Essentials Air Fryer group is my biggest group, you know, that has 16,000 members in there. But certainly my Kitchen Gadgets group, which only has less than 2,000, I think it's, I don't know, 1,500, 1,400, 1,800, I think. But we buy a lot of gadgets in there. We don't play around. Like, you know that back there, the new extra large Oster oven, convection oven, or whatever you call it. I mean, last week alone, we probably bought, like, in the group, we probably bought like 10 or 12 of the members in there. We don't play around. In fact, it's so bad that, you know, sometimes people, you know, they'll private message me and say, you know, I'm gonna take a little break because, you know, my spouse is saying I'm buying too much and I gotta slow down. So, you know, if you don't see me in the group, I'm just laying low till my flexes or whatever. So it's serious in there. So I say that to say, like, I don't want you coming in that group unless you're ready. Like, if you don't have, you know, 2 pressure cookers or, you know, air fryers and all that good stuff, then don't come in the group, because it'll get you into trouble. So basically how I get people in there is, like, say if you're in one of my other groups, I mean, if you get the link, I'll let you in, but I normally don't let people know. Maybe other people will let you know, but I won't. But if I see someone in the group, like say you're in the air fryer room, like, hey, I got my 3rd pressure cooker. Yeah, I'm like, are you in my Kitchen Gadgets group? Right away. No, join. Because I want people like that actually buy gadgets. I don't want spectators there. I don't want whiners in my group. I don't want, why do you have to have 3 air fryers? Get out of here. Get out of my group. You're in the wrong group. Anyway. Let's see. Okay, 5th question. What is the famous seasoned flour that I always use? Hold on, let me get that. Sorry about that, guys. I should have had it at the table with me, but here it is. You see it? That's what I use on my fried chicken. It's the bomb. I get it at Walmart. A lot of supermarkets don't have it, but Walmart seems to have it. I know you can buy it on Amazon. I don't know if it's that serious to buy it on Amazon, but here's what I use. It's really good. You guys should try it. How I bumped into it, when I first started cooking, and I'll get to when I started doing that later in this video. When I made chicken, you know, I'm making fried chicken and stuff, and I make different sizes, different amounts. So sometimes I make 12, sometimes I make 30. And I notice sometimes when I make different amounts, sometimes I put too much salt on it, sometimes I put, you know, not enough salt on it. And a friend of mine recommended this seasoned flour. She's like, why don't you just use that? This way it takes out the guesswork. I was like, I didn't even know that existed. So I just happened to try it, and I happened to have, I think my son was 2 or 1. Happened to have a cookout outside. Small one. I think it was like, I don't know, 8 people. And I'd made some chicken wings with this, and everybody was asking who made the chicken wings and how did I make it, and they couldn't believe it. It was this seasoned flour right here. So that was my little secret, but you know what? I've been holding it for a while. I know I kept it hostage to the people that joined my Facebook group, but there you have it. Still should join my group, by the way. All right, next question. Oh, why don't I show my face on my videos? Number of reasons. Well, when I first, as you guys know, well, I had an electronics channel before this channel, which didn't require me to show my face. I do like, I'm a gadget nut, but I'm gadgets everywhere, like electronic gadgets, you know, like flat screens, video game systems, Bluetooth devices, cell phones. I always gotta have the latest in all of that. So not just kitchen gadgets. It's just that with those other particular gadgets, you know, I'm only, once I buy a PS4, the PS5 is not gonna come out next year. It's gonna come out in the next 4 years. If I buy, you know, I just bought a 65-inch 4K TV, but guess what? I'm not gonna buy another TV until another 6 years. So I was like, my channel is not going to do anything, because after I make all of these big upgrades, like the TV in my kitchen, once, you know, I bought that 2 years ago. I'm not going to buy another TV kitchen. Well, I mean a TV for my kitchen. Well, I might, because actually there's something that I need to do. So, but usually it takes me about 4 or 5 years to replace a TV. So that's why my cooking channel came about too, because I was like, you know what, my electronic channel is not going to do very well, because I'm done upgrading everything that I wanted to do, and I don't make that much money on YouTube to just sit there and go buy stuff randomly to review. That's not pimp like. So that's where this channel came in. But I didn't think it would grow this big, you know, so that's why I never really showed my face. I was like, you know, I'll do a video here and there on the George Foreman and, you know, power pressure XL pressure cooker and stuff like that. You know, I had a little bit of, but actually when the air fryer came out, that's when my channel just blew up. I think before, all right, so I got my air fryer in May last year, I think, or April. I'm not sure, I gotta look at my video. I had about like 4,000 I had like 2,000 subscribers, so it wasn't a lot. You know, now I have like 12 on YouTube, 12,000. So I didn't show my face because, you know, I didn't think it would, I just thought I would be a Joe Schmo video maker on YouTube, making a couple bucks, you know, and just, you know, kind of flip-flop between the cooking channel and my electronics channel. But once I got the air fryer, you know, that changed the game. I was like, this is my lane. The air frying is my lane. So I really started doing it. And then two, you know, I don't have editing equipment. You know, I have a pause button on my video camera. So I just, like, when you see me do the video, I go, hey, this is Cooking with Doug, pause. I'm making a video on air fryer pizza, pause. You know, so I do everything in pause, so I can do that on the video camera itself. So I don't need any editing stuff or anything like that. So that's probably why I don't show my face, and I'm doing it by myself. So it would be hard to video myself by myself. It would take a lot of editing, and I don't have the time or the patience right now to do that. But I need to do that. All right, so moving on. Let's see. Oh, 7th question. Why don't I put my son in more of my videos? Yeah, he asked that question too. I have my son about 50% of the time. You know, obviously, well, me and his mother are not together. We broke off a couple years ago. So it's been like that for a while. So I like to do my videos when he's not here. because when he's here we have our routine, and videos take a lot of that time, and I just don't like to do it when he's here. I like to have him do what he needs to do with no distractions, or I don't want him to tell him keep it down, I'm making a video or whatever. But I am going to incorporate him more in my videos this year, because he's voiced that, he's told me that several times already this year. He's like, Dad, can I help? You know, so I'm going to do that. And further, and also I'm working on, I made a channel for him actually on YouTube. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about it later. I only have like 3 or 4 videos on that, but I made him a channel. He thinks he's special. All right, so that's pretty much the questions that I get from YouTube subscribers. So these are the more personal questions that I get on Facebook. So question number 8. Do I have any plans of outdoor cooking? Yes. I plan to do some induction cooktop stuff outside in my backyard. I plan to get in a new grill. I have a grill now, but I'm planning to replace it. Wow, is that 16 minutes? Wow, talking slow. I plan to replace it, so I plan to do some grilling outside too as well. So good question. I am going to do that this summer. Look out for that. 9th question. Well, let's see. Oh, you would like to hear about where I grew up and how did I start cooking? Okay. Well, grew up in New York. Born in Queens, grew up in Westbury, Long Island. How did I start cooking? Let's see. Well, that's a tough one, because it seems like every decade I go through this change in my life. Like from 20 to 30 and 30 to 40 it's crazy. A person that didn't know me from those different times would look at me like, who is this guy? Because a lot of people don't even know I have a cooking channel, and when they find out, they're like, where did that come from? But anyway, so I started, well, my mom, she was a head nurse. She worked the midnight shift, and she always cooked. You know, she was home, she got home at, I don't know, 10 in the morning. So when I got home from school, there was always lunch, and there was always snacks, and there was always dinner, you know. So I grew up in a family where, you know, like when my father came home from work, we pressed, I think, number 5 on the microwave. His food would be already in there, and we just warm it up, put it on the table. That's the type of family I come from. So I couldn't fathom buying fast food all the time. So when I got a little older, or actually when I used to live with the mother of my child, I said, you know what, you know, she can cook, but she just didn't want to. So I was just like, well, we gotta do something, so I'm gonna cook. So I was like, I hate cooking on the stove, and nobody got time to be warming up no oven and all that stuff. So I said, I'm gonna, you know, I bought a toaster oven, and I bought a George Foreman, and I started using that, like doing chicken breasts. I did hamburgers, hot dogs, just simple meals, because I didn't know how to cook then, but at that time. So we're looking at, I was about 37. I'm 42 now, about to be 43 this year. But I didn't really know how to cook then. I had like a couple dishes that I knew how to cook, but I was by far no cook. So I called my mom up and stuff like that, and got some recipes from her. But I just said, you know, I need a way to cook things faster than the traditional way. So that's where the gadgets came in, and that's what made me start cooking with gadgets. So yeah, that's just briefly answering that one. So let's go to the next one. Top 2 favorite gadgets. Wow. Oof, that's a tough one. That's a tough one right there. Top 2. All of them. Obviously the air fryer and my toaster oven. only because I used my toaster oven a lot. You know, my son likes chicken nuggets. I do my breads, bagels, garlic bread, all that in there. I could also say my egg cooker and my perfect cooker. I like them both too. I love my egg cooker. That's like an unsung hero in my breakfast. See, I work from home, guys. That's why I got an egg cooker, because I can't tell you how many times I like, say I'll be boiling eggs and I don't know, my boss will message me and be something important, or somebody will message me and it's something important and take my attention away, and next thing you know, eggs are, the water boils out the pot and the eggs are burning. You know how many pots of them threw away? So I like hard-boiled eggs, so definitely my egg cooker, I definitely put it in my top 3. And my perfect cooker, I love how it does rice. I love how it just does things like vegetables, mashed potatoes, beans. Perfect cooker by Cook Essentials, the truth. If you don't have it, make sure you try and get it. And just to go into overtime on that, my worst gadget is probably my soda stream. And it's not bad, but I never use it. And the soda doesn't taste that. I mean, it tastes, you know what soda stream soda tastes like? It tastes like, imagine you have like a Pepsi, right? You have like Pepsi or Coke. You know, they have that strong taste, but then you try the store brand. Well, soda stream soda tastes like the store brand, which isn't bad, but it's like, well, whatever. And plus, you know, for health reasons, I don't really drink soda anymore. You know, a funny thing about, and I can't even knock it, because go figure, like right before, I think 3 months after I got my soda stream, I got a physical and found out I was pre-diabetic. So that just canceled Christmas on that machine. So I think that's probably why. Let's see. That's a fun fact about me that you didn't know. All right, so let's see. What group do I love the most? You would ask me that. I would definitely have to say my Kitchen Gadgets group. I'm not in it all the time, but I mean, it's just so dope that, like, if one person buys something, it'd be like a chain. One person just makes a case of, like, I'm buying this air fryer. Even though we all got 2, if we make a good case, we're all just gonna buy it. I think that's dope, because now, like I said, my air fryer group is the more popular group of my groups. You know, it has the most people, but I think my Kitchen Gadget group is, because it deals with all gadgets. You know, mostly QVC, HSN, and Evine, and some Amazon. I'm not really an Amazon guy, because Amazon will sell you anything. You know, they just sell you anything. So I'm not too impressed with like Amazon or eBay, because they'll just sell you anything. But I would have to say my Kitchen Gadgets group, definitely. But I love all my groups, of course, and I am very thankful for my air fryer group, because that propelled me to higher levels. Like I said, before my air fryer group, I think I had 2,000 subscribers, and now I have 12. We're talking about under a year, going from 2,000 to 12,000. Under a year, like 6 months. Yeah, that's huge. Let's go to the next question. Let's see. All right, I answered that. Let's see. What's my favorite thing to cook, and what's my favorite thing to buy when I'm in a restaurant, or something like that. I guess I wrote it down wrong. But my favorite thing to cook would be, what is my favorite thing to cook? My favorite thing to cook would be corned beef in a can. Because you could have it for breakfast. Well, I'm Jamaican. That's a cheap Jamaican dish. You can have it for breakfast. I make it with hard-boiled eggs. You can make it with scrambled eggs. You can make it with green bananas and eat it for breakfast or dinner. I also like to make curry chicken, but I would say corned beef is the best thing. I like to make that the best. But my favorite restaurant is Cheesecake Factory. My favorite cake is cheesecake. What I can't, I don't know how to make oxtails, which is weird because I'm Jamaican. I don't know how to make oxtails. I'm gonna learn that. Mom never really made oxtails, so where are we at? Okay, just checking the time. So I like to buy oxtails, but I don't really know how to make it. I think she asked, that was part of the question she asked as well. All right, let's go to the next question. What gadget do I want that I don't have? I would say there's not too many of them. Something simple. A charcoal grill. I have a gas grill. I want a medium-sized charcoal grill, but that's no big deal. But really, I really want a smoker. You know, the ones that they sell on QVC, the small portable smokers that you could, that you put outside. I do want one of those. Don't really need it, but I want one. Not really pressed on getting it, but one day I am gonna get it. Who am I subscribed to on YouTube? I don't get that question, but I notice some people that do these type of things, video makers like myself, they do that. So let's see. Off the top of my head, Booger 500, of course. Cooking with Rick, definitely him. Rick Mama. And let me talk about it. I always get questioned. Why people always ask me about, I mean, I know he's the what, pressure cooker guy. You know, he has like 1 million pressure cookers. I always get questions about him. I know I have a few. I have a 2-quart, a 4-quart, 6-quart, and a 12. So I have 4 pressure cookers. I don't have as many as him. I don't want as many as him. And we're 2 different video makers. I mean, he has his style. I'm more of a gadget. Well, to answer the question, well, that's not really a question that anyone asked, but to answer my own question, there's not a lot of video makers, at least as far as cooking channels go, that have like new gadgets like I do. So I wouldn't compare myself to any of them, because when it comes down to gadgets, bring them. Let's battle, because I have more gadgets than a lot of them. So that's my thing, gadgets. So but I like all of them though. I look up to them. Like Cooking with Rick, when I first started, he inspired me, man, because he was relentless putting out them pressure cooker videos. I was like, man, I gotta watch out for this guy. So but I'm more of a, when I go on YouTube, the people that I'm subscribed to is not cooking channels. It's like, politics, electronics, other than kitchen gadgets, latest cell phone stuff and stuff like that. That's what I'm more into. Music, gossip. Very into music, very much into music. A lot of you guys may not know. I used to be a DJ back in the days. But I love music, I have Amazon Prime, I have Spotify, I have XM Radio. I love music. So, let's see. What's the last question? Hold on one second. And our final question people ask me is, am I married or in a relationship? No. And I don't want to be. I'm very much dedicated to this group, to my groups, and my YouTube channel. That is my good friend of mine who actually does YouTube videos. I'll put the link in the description to his channel. He's big into astrology, and this is my good friend. I mean, growing up, like, people thought we were cousins growing up. And it's just so funny that, I moved to a part of North Carolina. I moved to Greensboro, and he moved close by to another town over. in North Carolina, but he has a channel, and I was listening to some of his video, or one of his videos, where he's talking about relationships. You know, he's a talent tying into astrology and so forth. And one thing he did mention, he's like, for you to be happy, you know, in a relationship, you have to be happy with yourself. And what makes me happy, I've been in a ton of relationships. Let's see, I got dumped about 4 times last year. I don't care, that's fine. And it's because of my YouTube and my Facebook. I mean, it takes a lot of my son. You know, that takes a lot of my time, my free time. You know, after work. That's all my free time, basically. You know, I don't care about going to the movies. I don't care about going out to eat. I did all that, and I wasn't happy. So this is what makes me happy. So until I get to where I want to be here, then I'll circle back and deal with that part. But that's about it, guys. I hope this answered some of your questions. And yeah, that's it. This is Cooking with Doug right here. Anything do I want to say in closing? The link will be in the description to my air fryer channel. I also have a pressure cooker channel. I put the link into that. The link in the description on that. Guys, make sure you subscribe if you're not. I think that's it, man. And just keep looking out for you know, different. Some of you may know I do have a new this guy that I met like a month ago on Amazon, who is gonna be specific to our group. You know, things that I want, that we want and need in the group. He's gonna just, you know, kind of get it at a discount, a couple bucks different, lower than what Amazon sells and stuff like that. So you guys saw with those, what do you call it, parchment paper inserts for the air fryer. I think it was what was it, $10 for 100, free shipping or something like that. So look out for deals like that. I have more coming. Just be patient with that, because the Amazon seller, actually, it's not me. He buys it and then sends it to his Amazon warehouse. So that may take a week or two. So be patient on that. But there's more to come on that. I'll let you guys know as he gets me that information. But hey, guys, hit like if you like it. And again, remember to subscribe. And if anything, thanks for even looking at my video. It's Cooking with Doug. We out.